Hey everyone, welcome back to LABRISH. I hope you guys missed us because I missed you. You know, we took a little break for a week and a little bit. But I hope you were using the time to, flip back through some past episodes and just hear what we had to say then. So today I am joined by two very special guests. Make them feel welcome. Yes. So I have Britton here with me and
Bunni.
Bunni. Yes. All right. So you just tell us a bit about yourself. Anybody before we jump in. Bunni. Let's start with Bunni. You've seen her before, but the last time I'm sure she didn't introduce herself like that. So.
Well, the last time I introduced myself with my actual name, but Bunni is my artistic name, I guess. I am a upcoming backup singer, but I have a 8 to 5.
9 to 5.
9 to 5. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
I have a 9 to 5 job. Where I'm a teacher.
Yes.
I'm a lover of music. I am a lover of poetry as well. I don't know.
Okay, that's good enough. That's good enough. And of course, we have Britton here with us, who is no stranger to the LABRISH set, but just a cent or two for our new watchers.
Yeah, man. So I am Britton, Wright, and I write poetry. I love music. I love cars, and I'm very passionate about relationships and talking about relationships and things of that nature. Yeah.
Wow, passionate about talking. I feel you there. I'm the same as well. All right, so before we get into our hard, heavy topics, we're gonna lighten up the place a bit. And I hope you guys are feeling relaxed, because we want to feel comfortable and relaxed on the LABRISH set, So we're gonna do a few riddles, okay? Just to work your brain a bit. A riddle never hurts anyone. All right, so I'm gonna start with Britton, and then if you don't get it, then I'll pass it over, okay? So it says, I belong to you, but other people use me more than you do. What am I?
I belong to you.
I belong to you.
Other people use you more than.
Life is a riddle. I think so. So you use
what could that be,
that, what could it be? What art? What about you is yours, but people use it more than you do?
My name.
Hey, yes, that's it.
Yeah,
You see, were you thinking name?
Yes, I was.
It came to me?
Yes.
Wow. All right, cool. All right, next one. I have keys, but no locks. I have space, but no room. You can enter, but you can't go back outside. What am I?
I have keys.
So I have keys, but no locks. I have space, but no room. You can enter, but you can't go back outside. What am I?
Why you have to give me the hard one?
The thing, I'll. If you want a hint, just let me know.
Yes.
You need a hint? It is computer related.
A keyboard?
A keyboard. Just like that. Okay, that was easy. It's coming nice and easy. All right. I can fill an entire room without taking up any space at all.
Ear.
What am I?
Ear.
Yes, that could qualify as an answer. You can think of any?
I feel
Fill a room without taking up any space. Kerr. You can think of one. So he said air.
fill a room without taking up any
What do you say in the comments?
I don't know.
Okay, so we're putting K Bunni under too much pressure. Let me take over. All right, so we have light, music, silence, yeah, air, as Britton said. All right, the more I lie, the more people believe me. Who am I?
The more I lie.
The more people believe me.
Liar. I don't know.
A politician?
Whoa! Precisely. No
I
disrespect.
feel dance today.
Right? No. So it could be a politician, and I'm also thinking a lawyer.
Ah.
Yeah. I'm thinking a lawyer too. Well, definitely a politician. And the last one, super easy. Anyone can have a go at this one. I have many teeth, but I do not bite.
A zip.
Or I can't bite. You're thinking a zip. Zip have teeth? That's what we call them? I mean, I guess that could work, but that's not the number one top answer. And actually, zips can bite. Have you ever zipped up something and your skin got caught in that? Listen. Okay, what say you, Britton?
Comb.
Hey, you do this on a regular.
Nah.
You do crossword puzzles on a regular and these things. Okay, good.
I guess them just kind of easy, man. I don't know.
They're easy for you. No, but then you're a poet. So wordplay is your thing. Yeah.
Right.
So that's what it is. Okay. All right. So moving on, we're just going to touch on some current affairs a bit. So on social media, I'm sure you've seen the news about a BB Coke student who he got into a fight where a grade 11 student attacked him for stepping on his shoe, his Clark, accidentally. And honestly, I saw it on social media and I just feel like that situation has touched a lot of Jamaicans. And we're all so concerned and annoyed and aggravated by the situation. But at the same time, and our prayers are with the youngster in the hospital, honestly, wishing him full, immediate recovery. Right? But we're upset at the perpetrator and he needs to be dealt with. And at the same time, we're very proud of his 3 friends who brought him to the hospital. When I saw the video of it, and I'm just like, my goodness, look at these guys. Have more use than even the security guards that were on campus. Like, you know what it is to be in such a vulnerable situation and actually have people. He couldn't help himself, right?
Heroes.
And his friends, we're talking about real friend, right? We're not talking, well, I don't even know if they were friends. But just 3, I think they were. They said, so what you guys thought about that situation?
Just thinking that those guys are like everyday heroes.
They're
without a
heroes.
cape.
True. They're absolute heroes. What you say, Britton?
Well, I think upon it more in the sense that it highlights a lot of problems in our society. It highlights the issues of poor parenting, for one, because if you teach a youth or guide a youth certain way, you have to guide him in such a way that him not go value vanity over,
Respect
another,
and
another
basic.
youth,
Yeah.
another human being. You get what I say? How you gonna put your clocks, something where you walk up and down in every day,
Why? Well, walk up and down in a...
over another human being? You get what I say? Somebody step on your shoes, you say, yo, no big deal. You clean it off. You get what I say?
Yeah. And I noticed that there's also a viral video going around of like persons stepping on each other's Clarks but then cleaning off for each other and then ding off the fist. And
So that's been since the video, since that incident.
Yeah, so it's like they're putting it out there. Peace for Clarks. It's like a peace video they're trying to push out because it's serious. It really is. But the last post I saw, those 3 young men, they'll be meeting the Prime Minister.
Ooh,
Right? Because of their good deeds, and that's excellent.
that's great.
Like those youth, they need the utmost support and even reward
I agree with that,
and acknowledgement.
But more importantly, what I think about, aside from the fact say, we're root for the young man to get better
Right.
and recover from this, right? Apart from that, what is being done to penalize the young man?
The young man who did it.
Who did this?
The 11th grade. The last I heard is that he was in lockup. I think they had taken him in, and I don't know if he's gonna get some form of counseling or if he's gonna be charged.
He needs some degree of
Yeah, because
re-socialization for one, and him forget something like community service or something like that.
or,
you know what I mean?
some time behind
Well,
bars.
I don't know about the time behind bars thing, but at the very least, some form
No,
of community service.
has to. And the thing is that school administrators, trust me, they have an awesome responsibility in ensuring that peace and order goes through the day with so many students interacting with each other. Honestly, and the teachers, it's not a normal environment. The school environment is not normal. But yes, so aside from that, there's also this into music. Do you guys listen to Valiant?
yeah.
Do
Well,
you?
not often.
You listen to Valiant?
I
Not
don't really
often.
listen like
You don't
that.
listen, but you've heard.
But-
Listen
yeah.
like that, yeah.
All right, have you heard of his latest song, Mad Oats?
Yes.
Yeah, I wanna hear him out. The whole rhythm.
It's very catchy. You know, move up my way. Me and my soul, my day. You understand? And that's Jamaica. You understand? We love to wear Mad Oats. And what is stressing us out and all these things. So, Queen Africa, she's calling for the song to be banned.
Why?
And it's so popular, especially on that particular rhythm, because other artists do songs on that rhythm. But at that's the main song that you hear and know. But she's saying that when she had her song, Daddy Don't Touch Me There, they were calling for it to be banned. Or I think they even got it banned. It was banned in 2010, and she also have another song, No Boy Can't Draw Me Around the Corner if you show me no banana. They had a problem with that song as well. And you guys know those songs, right? From a long time ago, Queen Africa and those tunes were quite popular, and you know how we come by her. But she's saying she got so much fight on those songs, and those songs, as much as they sound very, how would you say?
Controversial.
Controversial and sensitive, and you know people don't really talk about those things, but you know there are social issues.
Yeah.
She was addressing social issues.
And
saying,
to be
Right.
honest, from my view, those songs from her would have been more purposeful and impactful than Mad Out.
Right,
Because Mad Out
right.
not really a talk about nothing. When you really think
it's just a
about it.
vibe.
Yeah.
It's a vibe.
It not really a talk about
I
nothing.
like it though, you know. Anyway, yeah, but yeah, so I guess because she got so much backlash in the music industry for her positive music, she's standing up and calling on them to do better and to ban it. I don't think they have to ban it. You understand, Queenie?
Because
But-
it actually talks about, you know, things that are stressing you out and
Yeah, and sometimes that's the thing. It's a good release song.
release song
It's
from
I find
stresses you go through
yeah,
and stuff.
so cause sometimes you really feel like say yeah,
Mad
God.
out.
No joke. So I guess from our generation, probably too, she's from a different generation.
Right.
Then she have a problem with that. But in our generation, we're quite fine. We're alright.
Yeah, right.
We, know, we already did a mad out anyway. So
Right.
I know him cause it. It's not him. Okay. All right. So coming off of that now, we're going to go into our main topic, right? And it's still social media. Social media is the focus. And so I want to find out, and guys, feel free to I'm not the only one asking questions here. Feel free to pose your questions and let's get into this. But how much time do you spend on social media?
Too much.
Too much, right away. And how much of it influences your everyday life?
A good amount of it actually influences my everyday life, as in music-wise, there are a lot of things that I can relate to.
So, all right. So run us through your day. As you wake up, do you reach for your phone?
Yes.
And
I
which app do you go to first? So as you wake up, you reach for your phone.
Yes.
Wi-Fi have to connect.
Right.
With your phone charge while you're asleep.
Phone charger while I'm asleep. First thing I go on is to WhatsApp to see if anybody texted me.
Oh,
while
you
I
like
was
WhatsApp.
asleep. Yeah.
Okay, so you check your WhatsApp.
WhatsApp is the first social media that I
Go on.
go on first, and then
And then which one?
Is YouTube a social?
Definitely.
Then I go on YouTube to, get some music to get my day going, basically. So put on some inspirational music, some motivational songs, persons are motivational speakers to start off my day and to give me a positive, to give me a positive vibe
and
to
lift.
start my day, And then I just continue with my morning chores and
then so throughout the day you're using, which other apps are you on?
I am on the infamous TikTok. I scroll through TikTok in my breaks, in between breaks when I have breaks in the day. I go on Instagram to catch up on like information or any persons that I follow, like artists, the government, stuff like that. Friends and all of that to check up and see what they're up to and whatever. And basically that just.
But you're using social media right through the day. All right, Britton, how about you?
I can relate to a lot of what Bunni said in terms of my routine or my relationship with it. Unfortunately, it's not how I would want it to be, in the sense that because one of my passions, which is poetry, and my involvement in that, it's become more of a necessity now to have
put your content out there.
to have stuff out there, and because of that, I've gone from just having YouTube and WhatsApp to now having YouTube, WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. So it's created a situation now where throughout the day, I find myself juggling or jumping between these different platforms.
Right.
Either I'm posting something or I'm just checking in on what's going on, whether it be checking on reactions to content that was posted, or just checking out stuff that's on these different platforms. Because the thing is, social media is a very interesting space because you always have so much going on in the world. It helps you to keep abreast of what's going on out there, as well as no fight time people have some really interesting perspectives, whether it be on relationships or just different things that take place out there right now,
Yeah.
So
All right, so with that said, who do you follow? Right, or what are the top accounts that you follow? And who do you look forward to seeing their posts? Or which posts do you find yourself looking forward to see? So that could be IG, YouTube, and or TikTok. I'm not on Facebook.
Me neither.
I never joined Facebook. I know a lot of people like Facebook, especially from the older generations, because they get to like see their classmates. They're just so amazed to be able to see their classmates from long ago. But I haven't ventured there. But yeah, who do you follow?
I follow
or what kind of content do you follow?
I follow mostly artists that that inspire me to do what I do. I follow friends. Everybody follows friends.
Yeah, keep up with your friends.
I keep up with my friends and all of that. I also follow like motivational speakers who do their inspirational quotes and stuff like that. I follow like little Instagram pages that give out motivational quotes and stuff like that, inspirational quotes and all of that. I follow a lot of gospel type of
like Christian quotes and verses and stuff.
Songs and stuff like that.
So her feed sounds clean. It sounds good. That's like a healthy meal. That's your social media meal then. You're not following the bag of Ray and Ting and
I follow one and two. Mix
up page gossip. None of that.
No,
I do.
None of that. I might pass it like, you say you have it and them say, oh, you can follow this person
Right.
or whatever. But I don't really follow them. I
Yeah.
just see it and
Pass it.
pass it and go to what I actually want to see. So yeah.
Okay, but then, all right, is there any trend that you took on because of social media, or has social media influenced your thinking in terms of anything? Because, all right, let me give you an example. What I see that's very popular on social media, you have a lot of women coming out and talking about, how a woman is to be treated, and what men are in society, and weak back and jelly back, and men must do this. All of those stuff. Like, there's so many of those videos, and I really see where it's having an impact on how women are perceiving, how they should be treated in a relationship,
right.
and how the man must function. So did you take on did they change your mind in any way regarding those?
Somewhat, it has changed my mind, and most of it actually uplifts and say, well, you should be treated like this and stuff like that. And I've taken it into, well, I'm not in a relationship right now, but
Not really. Can you not really be in a relationship?
I'm not in a relationship right now, but future relationships that I might be in, I might take from what they have taught me to bring in the relationship.
Yeah.
And one of the first questions that I probably ask my other person that I'm pursuing, or he's pursuing me. I'll ask him these questions. What do you think about this? How you think about, and tell them about the things that I see that they said you should be treating your woman like this and whatever like that. So yeah, I think I take some. Well, I haven't applied it, but I've taken some
pointers.
Some pointers
from
stuff
them.
like that.
Okay, well, your social media life sounds very clean and nice. Like, social media doesn't stress you out or lead you down the wrong path or anything. It just sounds
Wholesome.
Yeah, it just sounds
Healthy.
wholesome. And so that means that you wouldn't need a social media break.
No, not really.
Wow.
I'm not really on. When I'm at work, I go on social media like during my lunchtime,
Right.
and that will do me for until I reach home. Some people have to be on it
Constantly.
and people who actually use it as a work base and stuff. Fine, yeah, but I can take my breaks and stuff from social media. It's fine.
Okay. Alrighty.
It doesn't impact me like that.
Okay. All right. So we're going to take a quick little break. And when we return, we'll get into what Britton has to say about his social media usage, etc. Stay right there. We'll be right back. All right. Welcome back to LABRISH, everybody. So I hope you got something to drink, eat, whatever it is. And I hope you're commenting in the comment section as well, telling us, what's your favorite social media apps you use? How long did you spend? Does it take over your life? Let us know.
Yeah, man, and I talk about the things, man.
Yes. All right. So, Britton, on to you now.
Yeah, man.
How long do you spend on social media?
Well, to be honest, I can't say that I've been monitoring my usage.
You haven't been monitoring.
And
Okay.
I hold myself accountable. I think I'm spending too much time or more time than I should be on it.
Right. So this is everyday use, everyday and night use, basically.
Yeah.
Are you one of
different
those
points
where
throughout the day.
your phone can't be without plan? I'm like that.
Well, yes, yes,
I'm
but not because I'm like helpless or dependent upon it.
Or you
But
need it
it's
for
more-
business and
yes,
communication.
exactly.
Right. Oh.
It's just vital for communication because most of my family live overseas, and regular communication is very important to us, and it's critical. You know what I mean? So
Oh,
it's
okay.
more out
I
of
get
necessity
you.
than.
To have something
Like,
to entertain you.
Yeah, put it this way. Me not go dead if me not have one plan on my phone. We'll find other things to occupy my time.
Right.
Yeah, I was always like that, but I just grew into it. It just happens like let's say I'm waiting in the bank or at a doctor's office, like sitting there for a couple minutes, going towards an hour, not doing anything. No, I'd much rather be scrolling on my phone, looking at something. Yeah. So, which apps do you use the most? Well, no, you say you use all of them. So, who do you look forward to posting, or what is your plate or your diet
Or my
like?
palette.
Yes, your palette.
My palette very diverse, because I have a lot of different interests. So, I love cars. I'm a car enthusiast, big time. So,
What's your favorite car?
I follow a lot of different car-related or automotive-based YouTube channels and one and two other, what I consider now, social media-based channels or pages.
So is this like around? So you follow the car enthusiasts and the car pages. Do you follow any celebrities, any influencers, any?
No, I'm not really see the sense of doing that, to be honest. No, not too many. I mean, recently me follow Sean Paul page, but it's not something I go keep up with like religiously.
Right.
Just follow it because me rate Sean Paul as an artist or a spragger,
Yes. All right. So do you scroll on TikTok?
Yeah, recently, because I recently set up a TikTok account.
How recent we talking?
Less than a month.
Wow.
And it was a very reluctant move because I didn't want to have another social media platform.
I get you. That's how I felt as well.
Yeah.
Until Aristotle let me know that, listen, you need a TikTok. And it was even, I think it was probably, that was when last year, tell me that Aristotle. And I must say, 3 months ago.
And the thing
finally got it up.
What I realized is that all of them are useful,
Yeah,
But
because TikTok brings something else to the table. Like, I like it now.
All of them are addictive as well. So it's just a matter of us having control of ourselves and hold ourselves accountable and say, all right, this is enough for today, or this is enough for now. You know what I mean? And all of them have really good content as well. It's just a matter of what you're interested in or what you look for. Because me, as I say, I love car-related content, but I also love stuff related to technology. So if you look at my different social media history or browser history, you will see a lot of camera-related content on there or photography-related. Because I love watch reviews on cameras, the latest cameras,
on YouTube,
or specific models of cameras that are out. I like learn about the pros and cons of them.
Right.
I don't own a camera yet, but I want to. So that's one of the interests that I have. So photography or camera technology or technology on a whole. You'll also see a lot of stuff related to relationships. How to successfully or healthily.
So you listen to
navigate
the relationship
relationships.
coaches then?
Yeah.
Yeah, I listen to them too because let me tell you, at one point I used to love, because they give the best advice and they just know to answer every question until the scandals started coming out about each of them one by one. That never happened to none of the ones you follow? The relationship coach, they never come out with a scandal?
I don't really follow relationship coaches per se. What I find is really cool is like on Instagram and TikTok especially, I realize that there's a lot of people who specialize in different areas relating to relationships. So whether it be like trained psychologists, these type of people.
Oh,
and more specifically on things like attachment styles. You know what I mean? Things like that. So I don't necessarily follow relationship coaches or dating coaches. I'm not like a Steve Harvey type of thing. You know what I'm saying?
yes, sensational.
And I'll watch like podcasts relating to relationships too, or dating, or male-female dynamics. And and to answer your question earlier that you posed to Bunni about whether or not that influences your everyday life or your own behavior or views on certain things, I can definitely see where the stuff that's especially out there on content or platforms like YouTube has definitely influenced my view on relationships or my view on us as genders, men and women, and how we operate in society or how we should operate. You know what I mean? But me try if you have a balanced viewpoint. Yes, it does influence me, but I think more in a positive way
Right.
than in a negative one. Because the thing is, if you follow any particular content out there, it's not hard for it seep into your psyche if you not remain conscious of it. And it's not hard for it become a thing where demonize you or make you villainize the other gender.
Yeah.
Like all right.
Yeah. That's happened.
As a young man,
That's happened. No.
you can easily get drawn into despising women or hating women or being bitter towards women.
Why? What
But-
did we do to you?
No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is this.
It's easy.
It's easy for us to be steered in such a way. But for me know say yo, you have man out there where a dog, you know what I mean? And you have women out there where equally
Doggish.
could do better. You know what I mean? Put it that way. So me try to have a balanced viewpoint on
Yeah, you still have to maintain. Yeah, I guess it's like where you as good as they sound and as smooth as their words are, you still have to take it with a grain of salt. Because there's that, and there's also the fact that they're living a double life. Some of the scandals, as I said, that come out about the ones that I used to listen to or see, you know, they're living in completely contrary to what it is they're saying and saying in front of the camera. So, all right. So, what about meeting friends or a potential partner on social media? What do you guys think about that? Friends, have you ever made a good friend over social media
Yeah, I have.
that you met in person?
I have.
How did that go?
So recently, there was this person that I follow on TikTok, and I met him the other day, a couple days ago, I guess. And I met him in person, and I realized he's just as genuine as he is on TikTok, on social media. And he was very down to earth and easygoing and stuff like that. So it was kind of nice to have something different than that, because you know, some persons, you know, the whole catfish thing, and
Yeah.
persons always say, "Oh, I'm this person," when I actually meet them, they're told.
But it's just a
Right.
persona.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. So
But in social media, you know, all right, so you have met a friend. That's cool. I haven't met a friend over social media that actually like transferred into my personal life or translated. No. Just, you know, you cool with people. You maintain friendships on there, and you may meet somebody, but they forever remain a stranger. So I haven't had that. You made any friends? Over
Yeah, man. I've made friends.
Connections.
And I've met people online that I eventually met in person. So yeah.
And it maintained. All right. So how about in terms of dating relationships? Have any of you ever ventured into dating online or tried it in the least? All right, I'll go. I tried it a little bit, not like an official dating site, but on Instagram, because I just Instagram I didn't know I use. I was young though. I was probably like first year in college or something, and probably a guy would reach out to me, and I was like, okay. And then I'd reach out back to them. I would message a bit for a while, and then he just completely ghosted me. But whatever.
Which is
There was
the
that.
norm,
That's the norm. I was like,
unfortunately.
yeah, but I guess there wasn't any real connection between us. You know, I don't know what it is he was trying, but there was just no real connection. And then there was this other time where I think I initiated it. And it still didn't live up. It still did not live up to anything of substance.
Well, my experience with that is that probably about a year ago now, I became a member of like a dating club or a singles club.
A singles club.
Yeah. So
And that was online?
it was online based and it was like Zoom based. So we used to have meetings on Sundays and it was cool. It was cool for a little while, and I went to a couple mixers, but unfortunately I didn't really meet anybody that I found ideal.
So Britton, sorry to cut you. You sound like you would enjoy these shows on Netflix, like Love is Blind, and have you heard of it?
Yeah, I mean, I watch
Love is Blind, and
I'm not sure
The
if I watch like
Bachelorette
full
and-
episodes of them stuff there, but I've watched a few episodes of them.
I've watched all of them.
When they're available on YouTube. Cause like me say,
Love is Blind?
me love content relating to relationships.
Same.
So
Same.
I'm inclined to watch stuff like that
Those
when
stuff.
I have time.
When you have time. All right, so back to the story you were telling us now. So you're singles club, you didn't meet anyone at any of the mixers. How comes not?
I think the demographic or the type of people weren't ideal for my age group then. Put it that way. It was mostly older women. That really,
That's not what you were looking
no,
for.
that's not really my cup of tea. So unfortunately that didn't really work out in a fulfilling way. But fortunately I started to use social media for a more intentional, purposeful endeavor, which is to dive back into poetry. And the way that has come about is through Instagram. So you have virtual open mics on Instagram. And that's how I got back into the poetry space after taking a pretty long break from it. And I definitely needed that. And I find that I'm more inclined to meet probably the type of women that I'm looking for, or woman that I'm looking for, through my poetry network or going to events relating to poetry, rather than what I was engaging in previously, which would have been a singles club, you know? So you've done
You don't want them to have that in common with you, poetry?
not
A poetry
necessarily.
lover?
I mean they don't necessarily have to be like me, like in terms of the level of passion towards it.
Right.
But it would be nice to find someone who is interested in that as well. But
Definitely.
just definitely somebody who is more cerebral, more into intellectual conversations or
Conversations.
stimulating conversations. You know what I mean? Somebody who can reason and converse.
Somebody to push on. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Okay.
whereas you say social media has its pros and cons, definitely. It's very addictive, but at the same time,
Yeah, because they say it's like each time you use social media, you know, it's a hit of dopamine.
Yeah.
Which, you know, that excitement, that contentment,
Yeah,
especially
when
when you get a ping.
Yeah, when you
get a message.
open
It's
your app and you see the notifications or the likes
the
or
likes,
whatever.
yeah, it can be
Yes,
satisfying.
definitely. TikTok, yeah.
Okay, but in terms of my social media appetite, well, I mainly use IG and YouTube. I love to watch things on YouTube when I have the time. I recently joined TikTok, so I just scroll through TikTok and all kind of nonsense come up and noise and whatever. Until I finally got used to it, and then I started seeing things that, you know, I like, and videos that are just, you know, done right, and they're short and to the point and attractive and all these things and stuff. But I realized that I spend a lot of time on social media, especially between Instagram and TikTok. WhatsApp too, when people message me.
Yeah.
But you know, it varies. Some days are lighter than some.
Yeah.
But my YouTube appetite now, I like to listen to podcasts. I like to watch bloggers and just people who commenters then. People who comment on everyday life and what's going on in the scene and stuff with then drama and excitement and all that and something. Yeah, that's what I watch. So I don't, in terms of how it is affecting my life. All right, so I can say the same thing happened with me, Britton, where you have all these females posting these videos on, you should never let a man do this
or do that.
and you should never bring a purse when you go with him, and you know all of that talk, and Pick Misha and Bob the Builder.
Yeah.
You
I
know
mean,
those names?
There was something that influenced me too. in terms of
The women on?
the do's and don'ts. No, not the women's, but I mean just relationship related content. Everybody I go pick up on certain little things or be influenced by certain things that they view, based on your value system or whatever. And for me, it's more of a thing where I take everything with a grain of salt. I not go religiously accept everything where any specific content creator put out. But there are definitely things that I see that make sense to me, and I apply it to how me engage with
definitely.
people.
As you grow older and become more mature, you're better at sifting through the content or through everything that's been pushed on you. Because I'm at a place where, I respect what this person is saying, but I realize that I don't have to agree with everything that they're saying, or everything that they're saying is not applicable to my situation,
right,
and to my life. But them have little points here and there.
Because we're human beings. So me, if Mr. Something were entertaining or funny or kind of frivolous, me can engage with it, but me know say, at the end of the day, it not gonna influence or impact me in a no real permanent type of way. I mean, we're adults, so as you say, we filter.
Yes, we filter through. But then what I realized, I think, and this thought came to me, is that at some point, all of us are going to be on social media, putting ourselves out there, have a screen in front of us, like so. At some point, it's like we're all facing each other in that way. Everybody's coming out onto social media now. But then I noticed that the copying of certain lifestyles, I definitely see the copying of lifestyles.
Because the thing is, social media is a space that is heavily manicured and curated. Everybody just try to showcase the best of what's going on. The best highlights of their lives, right? Everybody I try to hide the ugliness and the problems and the stresses of everyday life. Them try to show the best of everything. So we have to just be careful of how we let that stuff influence us, because a lot of people are projecting certain luxury lifestyles, or you see these people where they specialize in like travel based content, right? And a lot of us try to incorporate that in our lives, but you have to be practical.
And it's hella expensive.
Exactly, you have to be practical. A lot of these people are getting sponsorships or heavy discounts, or they're getting incentivized because it's a win-win situation where they showcase these different B&Bs or hotels on their platforms. So the different accommodations get media, they get exposure,
right,
so that they can increase their business. So it's a one hand wash down that type of thing. So it's not going to work out for the average person out there. So we have to just know.
We have to understand that we live in a third world country. And we're looking at posts from people who live in a first world country and have just an example.
Or it could be that it's our fellow Jamaicans as well, but them just operate in a different lifestyle from us, and we can't necessarily realistically sustain that unless we have the links and connections with them have. Because a lot of them not really make money like that, but at the end of the day, they're creating content which the different places that they visit will find useful in terms of the exposure that they're getting from their viewership.
Right.
So because of that now, they either get to come into or stay at these different places for free, or at a heavily discounted rate, which isn't going to happen to the average person. So it's like we can't get too caught up in that, you know what I mean?
Can't get caught up at all. And it's the same way there was the copying of bodies. I think social media had a really big role to play in advertising and showcasing to the women that you can get your body done. You can have hips like this.
Not just women alone, because recently I'm seeing where men are getting like surgeries to get taller. Yeah, it's a thing, and a lot of it, a lot of it comes from the insecurities which are projected onto us by women in terms of their standards or your standards. I don't know how you ladies
Talk
feel
to me
about
then. I never know how someone feel about tall
about
men.
heightism. Yeah, because it's a very big issue out there in society where women have certain requirements in terms of height. You know?
Yeah, as in, so the thing is, women, they like a tall guy, but they may not date one.
Yeah, speak for a certain demographic of women too. But if you go certain places,
Tall man have
height
it
is a
tall.
big deal. The man them have it tall or them not gonna date a man who is below a certain height, below 6 feet. You know what I mean? So
I mean, yeah, but then at the same time, Britton, I'm sure you have your prescriptions as well.
yeah, we all do. We all have our
So certain
preferences.
things where that the woman has to come with, or you prefer to see on her.
Yeah, me not deny that. All of us are human beings, and we have what works for us or what doesn't, or what we're attracted to and what isn't attractive to us. Yeah, but it's just a matter of how we express that.
But so I definitely see where the Americans or just people internationally, they're passing on, as you said, projecting certain insecurities. Another thing that's very popular, and it's through social media, or that's how I learned of it, is even veneers. Everybody doing their teeth and replacing them with fake ones.
Yeah, because them want them teeth look
These big
perfect.
buff white teeth. Some of them look good though, you know, one and
And
two.
some of them look unnatural.
One and two, and then you have those that just look, you know, very unnatural.
It reminds me of the old times when persons used to put in gold teeth.
Oh, right.
Yeah, but no,
There's
it's
always
actually
some-
white fake white teeth.
There's always some trend, and even I think also with name brands. So, you know, especially the celebrities on their Instagram, it's so easy to like keep up with a celebrity then, even though that's not really your thing. But they have all these brands and stuff, and then you see more and more people trying to get the same brand, trying to get everybody posing with that Louis V or
Yeah, because everybody just
Gucci.
just
and
want to be in or keep up with the Joneses or just follow fashion.
Right.
if that's too much to keep up with, that would be too much. So I wouldn't want it to influence my finances in that way, or mentality towards finances in that way, with whoever spending and whatnot. No, definitely not. But all in all, for me, I need to cut down on my social media use. But you know, when we're cutting down on anything, we need to find something to replace it with,
Yeah.
as you had said earlier, and it's just so true. So when I have to go find that first, and then.
So things like exercise or maybe journaling or
All right, so I definitely
Reading.
journal. I
Reading.
journal. What I need to add is the reading some more and the exercise. Exercise is good enough.
meditation.
Meditate, definitely.
More you hear about this concept called mindfulness, where you just sit with yourself and just be present. Sometimes we just need to do that. You know what I mean?
Just
Or incorporate that in our daily lives or our daily routine.
so you're not doing anything.
No, you just kind of unplug.
Are you taking deep breaths? Because I do the mindfulness relaxation with taking deep breaths. But I'm just trying to clear my mind. But the mindfulness you're talking about is like really just sitting with yourself and cutting out all worries or anything
It's not
that's taken
necessarily
away from you.
It's not necessarily that you're cutting out your worries. Sometimes it's just a matter of sitting with yourself and just observing your internal world for whatever it is. So if it's a case where troubling thoughts are passing through your mind, you don't necessarily have to latch on to them. You just let them be and observe them.
Excellent
So that's what it's
point.
about, really.
I really like that. But I'm going to stick another pin there. We're going to take one more break and we'll be back. Stay tuned, guys. All right, everyone. Welcome back to LABRISH. So we're going to wrap up this episode. So final thoughts, everybody.
With all of this talk, and you know, you guys gave really, really good pointers and feedback on it, and there are some things I'll definitely be taking with me.
Like what?
Like for instance, the whole fact of probably, you know, widening my
Who you follow?
who I follow and stuff like that, and you know, try to find stuff that I'm more
interested
and enthused
about.
Because I just basically follow a small group right now, but maybe I can expand
Yeah.
and find more interesting things and stuff like that. So
Okay, good.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, because that's the beauty of it, you know. We can curate it to our taste and what we're interested in. So that's what I tend to do. You know, like I said, a lot of car-related content, a lot
Right.
of stuff relating to nature or photography or technology, as well as stuff relating to relationships and how to successfully navigate relational spaces with people, whether it be friends, family, or intimate relationships, etc. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well said, guys. All right, thanks so much for tuning in this week, guys. I really hope you enjoyed today's video. Please don't forget, subscribe, like, share, comment. Let us know who do you agree with, what do you agree with, what don't you agree with, and just keep being a part of the LABRISH family. You don't know. And of course, this Saturday, October 14th, the Village and Friends. You don't know, so you have to come out and support the Village and Friends. It will be at the Cecil Charlton Park, Cecil Charlton Hall, acoustic live performances by Britton, Wright,
Yeah, man,
Aristotle
yours
the
truly.
Great, Fabian, Dino, Nick Dunn. You don't know, one family. You've been seeing all of these persons on the LABRISH family, on the LABRISH show. So just come out and you can purchase tickets in the link in the description. You'll see it there. All right, you don't know, big up on yourself. Thank you guys for joining us today.
Yeah, man,
One
it was a
LABRISH.
pleasure, you know?
Yes.
Definitely a pleasure. Always a pleasure.
I'm your girl Reebz, and we are out.
Peace.